Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to my November Shop My Stash project pan. I'm so excited to be filming this video today because I really love doing a refresh of my Shop My Stash. If you are unfamiliar with this project, basically I go through my collection on a regular basis, usually about once a month, and I select a variety of different products to work on. I work on those products until I film an update video, and my goal is to use everything at least 5 times. If I don't hit that 5 usage mark, then I just roll that product into the next month, and cumulative uses, I just need to hit 5. So if I used it 2 times the previous month, I just need to use it 3 more times. So it's a very simple project, but one I really enjoy because it keeps me rotating through my collection, but it's not a formal like project pan that I'm not working on these things for a really long time. If you're watching my regular project pan series, both like my 5 pan rolling style project pan and my pan those eyeshadows, I work on a lot of those products for months and months at a time. So this is a nice way to make sure I'm using like all the products in my collection and feel like I'm consistently getting usage on them, but I don't feel like I'm stuck working on the same stuff for a really long time. So it's a good way to intermix. I really enjoy this project and I hope you all do as well. So without further ado, let's go ahead and talk about the products that I had in my Shop My Stash this past month. Starting first with my NARS foundation. I only use this 2 times. I think because I have been very focused on finishing up my Pretty Fresh Tinted Moisturizer, which is in my project pan, and just have been laser focused on that. And while a lot of times I would mix these together, I think I've just been trying to get the most usage out of that one. And so I have not been pulling for this. So this one's gonna stick around until next month, which I think is totally fine because I will definitely pull for this come December. I used my Charlotte Tilbury setting spray 12 times. This is my favorite setting spray that I've ever used, and so I'm a big fan of it. Really happy to have used it this past month. I don't really have much to say that's new about this. You've heard me talk about this many times, but it's my favorite setting spray. It keeps my makeup on all day, and I just love it. So next is my Kosas Cloud Set Powder. I only use this 4 times because in the middle of this, or towards the beginning, I guess, I rolled it into my project pan. So really no major update there other than now I'm working on this in my project pan. And I said in my planning to pan for 2025, this is something that I want to pan. So no update other than I got 4 additional uses having it in this project. So for additional powder products, I have 3. First is my Marc Jacobs bronzer. I used this 13 times this month. I think I was really hoping to hit pan on this month, and that did not come to fruition. So this is something I also designated as something that I want to pan in 2025. So just thinking ahead, I'm probably gonna pull this in for December as well and hopefully get that pan, or at least get a little bit of a jump start on my panning for next year. And then I also worked on my Buxom blush in the shade Dolly, and I used this one 12 times. I think this is just an absolutely stunning blush. I just love the shade of it. I love how it applies. I'm a big fan of this one. And then I also worked on an old classic of mine, which is MAC Soft and Gentle. As you can see, I do have a pan in this one, and I think I expanded the pan with 11 more uses on this product. This one has just been a product that has performed well in my collection since I purchased it several years ago, and it's just something I still love to use. I think that's another benefit of having like a little bit of a smaller collection. I've really just narrowed down to things that I really enjoy using, and while things take a really long time to potentially use up, like something like this, I feel like quality-wise is still there, and I love picking it up every few months in this project. I also worked on another blush. This is my Merit Cream Blush in the shade Bespoke. I only used this twice, so this is also going to stick around for next year. Those were the first 2 times that I used it, and I actually really enjoyed this. I just took a brush and dipped it in here and then applied it to my cheeks. I think it was a little much doing this and this, so I think in December I might just wear this one on its own, but as someone who's not really into many cream products, I did enjoy this, so maybe I'm starting to enjoy them more. We will see, but it was fun to experiment with that, and I think, you know, getting at least another 3 uses on it next month and experimenting a little bit more will be good. There are a few products that were rollovers from last month that I hit the 5 uses on, so I'm gonna talk about those right now. First is an eyeliner. This is my NYX eyeliner in the shade Golden Bronze, and I used it twice this month, which left me with 5 total uses. I think this was in for 3 months. I thought it was not gonna take me that long to hit 5 uses on this product, but apparently it did. I'm also working on another liner in my regular project pan, and I don't tend to pull for eyeliners that much anymore, so I think that's why it took so long. But we finally hit the 5 uses and I get to roll this one out. And I have a couple of lip products that were rollovers from the month prior. So the first is this Laura Mercier lipstick in Dulce de Leche. I used this once this month to hit my 5 total uses, so happy about that. I actually really enjoyed this lipstick, and I haven't really used it that much prior to this project, so I'm happy that I got 5 uses on it. I think that's probably the most that I've ever used it. And then I also had this City Lips lip gloss. I used it 3 times this month for a total of 6 uses, and I quite enjoyed this. I feel like it has a lot of color payoff. I actually wore it on top of the liner, this red liner, a couple times, which I thought looked nice. I enjoyed wearing this to work the few times that I did. I felt like it had some good color payoff, but nothing too harsh because it was a gloss. So it was fun to test this one out a little bit and get some usage on it. So I already kind of raised this, but this is the Carli Bybel Il Makiage lip liner in the shade Ablaze, and I used this 3 times. I'm actually wearing it today and then topped it with this lip oil where I basically just like kind of like rubbed it in with that, and I actually love how this lip combo looks, so I think I'll probably wear that a couple more times. But also this is going to be perfect to roll into December because I love a red lip in December, so I'm going to be using it for that. So I'm totally happy that I get to keep that around in this project for the next month. And then the last product that I have to talk about is another lip product. This is my Lipstick Queen lipstick in the shade The Truth. I love this lipstick, and I used it 7 times this month, so this one will be rolled out. This lipstick is a beautiful perfect nude shade for me, and I really do enjoy wearing this on quite a regular basis, so I was happy to roll this one in. I feel like it's super easy for me to hit 5 uses on this lipstick when it is in this project. So that is the update on last month and how I did and the usage in all of these products. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these all back into my collection, and we will pick out some new products to work on for next month. I wasn't gonna choose a new base product because I am working on this NARS foundation, but since I'm so close to finishing my Tinted Moisture that I am working on, and I love to have something lighter as an option, I am gonna pull in this Tarte C Hydroflex Serum Foundation as an option. So I'm thinking about that for base. For powder, I'm just gonna let it be because I have the Kosas Cloud Set that I'm working on in my project pan. For bronzer, I already alluded to this, but I think I'm gonna pull in this Marc Jacobs bronzer again, which I know kind of goes against how I do these, but I'm just like trying to prep for next year. And so I think I'm gonna pull that one in. And I was honestly thinking about pulling in this Too Faced blush too. It's down in the bronzer drawer because I don't have enough room in my blush drawer to work on as well, because again, this is another one I want to pan for next year, but I think I'm gonna hold off on that. It just doesn't feel like super December-esque blush, so I think I'm gonna pause on that one. And then in terms of highlight, I feel like I'm leaning towards something either like this Urban Decay one. This NARS one is this like white shade that almost comes across green, but might be good for the holidays. I usually like to wear this one in like January, February time frame, but I think I'm gonna just do something a little different and pull this one in. I haven't worked on that one in a long time, so we'll work on that one. And then for blush, I have that Merit blush that I still need to work on, so I think I'm just gonna grab something pretty neutral since I'll be working on that Merit one, and really the only other blush that makes sense and is semi-neutral is this one from Ciate London. So I'm going to grab that one and then put these back in here. No eyeshadows because I'm still working through the ones in my pan, those eyeshadows. Definitely not pulling in a liner because it took me 3 months to get 5 uses on my last liner, but I am gonna pull in my All Nighter setting spray because I just worked on my Charlotte Tilbury one, and these are the only 2 that I currently have right now. So I'm going to pull that one in. And then I really want to pick out a couple lip colors. I definitely want to pick out a red lipstick since I was just saying we have that red lip liner and I like to wear a red lip. So I'm thinking about maybe working on, actually, this Kylie liquid lip. I actually love this red lip, so I think that one makes a lot of sense. And then I was actually thinking about pulling in my Clinique Black Honey lipstick. I think that one could be really good layered on top of that liner, but just also worn on its own. And then, I don't know, I really want to pick a blue lipstick out too, which seems a little aggressive, but maybe I'm just gonna do it anyway. And I'm really like leaning towards one of these Merit lipsticks because these ones are relatively new. I got them in PR. I don't know, that seems a little dark, but maybe we just do it and pick this one. I don't know, I might just do it. It's only 5 uses. I'm gonna pick this lipstick in Bespoke. And I think that's it in terms of new products. All right, so here is what I'm working on for next month. I have the Tarte Hydroflex Serum Foundation with my NARS Soft Matte Foundation. I have my All Nighter Setting Spray. I have my Marc Jacobs Bronzer, my Ciate London Blush, my Merit Blush, my NARS highlight, and then for lip products, I have 4. So I have this Il Makiage lip liner in the shade Ablaze, and then I have this other red lip from Kylie in the shade Mary Jo. I have my Black Honey lipstick from Clinique, and then I have this Merit lipstick in the shade Bespoke. So really excited about this collection of products. I hope all of you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate it, and I will talk to you all in my next one. Bye.